Hello, beautiful soul, and welcome to the Little Reader's house. I'm the Little Reader, and you are in my house. Pleasure and honor to have you, darling. It's truly a gift, alongside your glorious light of awareness. And if you're new here, you're like, what? Glorious light of awareness? Roll with it, my love. Maybe it'll make sense later. It'll certainly make sense at some point, even if it's not this millennia. But along with your beautiful light of awareness, we've got the Pocket Animal Tarot. The Pocket Animal Spirit deck and guidebook. It's not technically a tarot deck, but it has been used in many a tarot reading by many a folk, including myself. And it is going to be our little talisman and guide for this transmission. Hey, otter. I wish you could see what just happened. I'll describe it to you. They all fell out. So, it do be like that sometimes. But we're going to shuffle it up. And we're going to pull a card. Then we're going to channel that energy so hard. And have a heck of a good time doing it. So while we shuffle, opportunity here to flutter your beautiful eyes closed, just like butterflies. Like so, yes. Just like that. Or you can just look at me with my eyes closed. And then if your nasal passages are clear, you can breathe through your nose for a bit. And deepen your breathing. Feel it in the chest. And then in the belly. And if the nasal passageways are not clear, let's open up that mouth. One way or another, my friend. Let's breathe, and I'll shuffle. And we'll commune wordlessly. Glorious. You can flutter those beautiful eyelids back open. Take in your space. Take in my space, what you can see of it. Not my space. Oh, and a card has just ejected itself from the deck, face down. Surprise. Now, you, if you're a channeler, know, my sweet friend, that when you're channeling, everything matters. A channeling and a tarot practice, amazing gifts that they give, is that you then begin to realize that everything, at every moment, matters, and simultaneously means nothing at all. Don't put that in your pipe and smoke it because it's very intense. Ooh. The octopus. Glorious. Glorious. Let's take a moment to enjoy the imagery of this. What does it conjure for you? What's your association with this? I would love to know. Yeah, that could be my head. Does the other part of the arm? Yeah. So it's a beautiful energy. It fits where we are astrologically at the time this is being filmed, but timeless, my love, timeless. So when you find it is when it exists. We begin with the traditional interp of this card. Multitasking. Finger in every pie. Very Gemini, very much what we're entering into right now. But also it's the energy of any individual in this world at this time who is balancing many roles. And here we go. We tend to intellectually categorize our lives. Well, I've got my relationship, my love, or lack thereof, my romantic department. It's either awakened or it's closed down, but it's there. Then we've got family. Potentially we include friends with that, social life. Then we've got work. If work doesn't involve a job or career, it may be the work of staying alive. It may be running a household. It may be being a parent. It may be being a child. It may be being a teenager. An occupation can be so much more than an income. It could be a student. Then we have hobbies, interests, passions, and we siloize. Yeah, I did just make that up. Thank you. We siloize our lives into these categories, different. And we, interestingly, in doing that, we siloize ourselves, my friend. We turn ourselves into these roles. Mother, daughter, housewife, career woman, sister, a lawyer, cousin, friend, aunt. Whatever it may be. Brother, son, gamer, dancer, driver, worker, father, human being, explorer, traveler, poet, free spirit, expresser, influencer, artist, truth teller. And spirit never judges an identity. Spirit doesn't judge a thing. Spirit is no judge. That's the mental realm's little gig. We just spend so much time up there that we start to think that that's what everything is doing. Oh, it's all mental. It's all in the mind. Everything's judging me. There are rights, there are wrongs, there are shoulds, there should nots. There are roles. There are pies. I said earlier, a finger in every pie. I love that saying. We won't talk about in depth why I love it so much, but it's multifaceted. Having a finger in every pie is great. What Spirit's introducing as a possibility, inviting you to consider, my sweet friend, is that there is only one pie. There is only one life. There is only one silo. There is only one category. It's all one. Not two, one. It's all one. And it's called... That's a drum roll. Thank you. The moment. Now. No. Now. No, now. Now. And there is only what this moment is asking. What if there are no other requirements other than to meet this moment now? Don't think about it. That was our first mistake. Don't worry. I made it too. Let's come back to the breath. Let the breath answer the questions. The mind always has its resounding, almost pre-prepared, I see you, clapbacks. But what if you're preparing for the future? And my life is so much more complex. Don't you see all these arms right here? Hold on, let's turn that around, right? Don't you see all these arms? Don't you see all these rolls? Moment my ass. If I got kids, I'm thinking about what they're doing when they get home while I'm at work, while also thinking about my wife, while also thinking about me. But see, that's exactly what Spirit's highlighting here. You see how big the head is on this octopus? All the color is in the mind. What if we could take all that color and blow it into the moment? What if we could take all of the awareness that's in the mind, because awareness is you. That's your identity. The mind is just a space that you occupy. You're not always there. Trust me. But we default into that space because of where we are in our human evolution. It's all good. No judgment, no blame. You are not alone. Hello. But what if we could reach in gently, bring our awareness, place it here, this nice central location, heart. Breathe into it. Breathe out to it. We take a few moments to get grounded here, and we take the color. If you can see color, you can see that it's all there in the head, and we move it across the entire octopus body, through every limb, and then through the water. Those dark waters, it almost looks like a maelstrom. Is that a word? Or rain happening there. Wow, it's raining underwater. That's pretty intense. But what if we can ground here for a sec and then distribute our awareness into the present moment? For a moment. Maybe you set a timer. And what if we truly get present with the invitation that all that there is what this moment is asking of us for real? If the kids aren't in the room, do they even exist? Don't think about it. Let's just feel this for a second. Keep breathing. That goes against every impulse, every fiber. I get it. Me channeler, me know. Me feel through you. If the kids are in the room, not in the room, do they even exist? If the friends, family, career aren't relevant for this moment, do they require your thought? Just for a moment. Can we be here now? Can we get real? Oh, I'm so loving you, sweet mind. The mind wants to be real so much, more than anything. It's the realm of half forms. Indeed, to be the mind is a little bit of a painful experience, even a lonely one, because it's always one step ahead or behind, projecting or looking backwards, half forms, what has been or what will be, but the mind has no role in the moment. It can prepare for a moment, or it can ruminate about a past moment, but it doesn't have a place in the present moment. The present moment is a place for instincts. The present moment is a place where past preparations become relevant. The present moment doesn't really have a role for the mind. So I see you. But that's okay. There's no need for guilt about that. When it comes time to prepare for the future, or to look back at the past with a healing eye and a loving lens, We can intentionally engage the mind as a servant, and it serves us so much better that way when it's intentionally being engaged by a leader, the heart, the surgeon who says, I need you now. I need to prepare for the surgery. I need to study the heart. I need to study the organ. I need to understand the terms. I need to prepare. And the mind, a humble servant, will do so with eagerness. Thank you. Thank you for giving me a role. But then when it comes time for the surgery, the mind goes quiet. And we're present, embodying. Do you feel the difference? The mind will be so quick to try to wiggle and argue you out of this and convince you that you need it in every single moment and that you should. It will use judgments. That's its way. It's okay. That you should be thinking all the time. You should be worrying. You should be projecting. You should be living in the future. Or you should be living in the past. You should have a finger in every pie. You should be in these many roles. Wow. And that's okay, beautiful soul. That is your free will. You as awareness. Your free will in this experience is to move yourself as awareness into any realm you like. If you choose to live in the mental realm, to experience this human life through the lens of this, that's your free will. There's no harm in it. There's nothing wrong with it. It's beautiful in its own way. But Spirit simply wants to invite you, who is ready, to the possibility that there is another way to live. That there are other realms to explore. That doing and thinking and preparing don't have to be a constant way of life. They arise when required and go dormant when not needed. The way of life that Spirit is introducing is what is this moment asking of me? It's not a question for the mind. It's a question for the heart. You ask that to the mind, it'll give you 1,001 things that it's asking of you. You ask that to the heart, and it will indicate to you both the medicine that this moment has to offer you and the medicine you have to offer this moment. And it's always an equal part. But how do we learn to listen to the heart? Somebody let the people know. It's a practice, my love. It's a practice. That's all. We've got links down below. We've got regular members, folks who are in the house every day visiting. And they can drop down in the comments below some sweet guidance about what a practice feels like, where they are on theirs, how they started, where it's going, or just the fact that they're aware of the concept. A beautiful place to be. See, this is not a poke, an urge, an instruction, an actionable item, or a command. With Spirit, it's always an invitation. If your heart pulls you, you can't be ready until you're ready. So if you simply take this in and let it wash over you, its mission is complete. An energetic transmission has taken place. We can close the book, and all is well. And if you're inspired into action and you must go forth and start your practice, and it's going to be 20 minutes in the morning and 20 minutes in the evening, oh, I get chills just to think of it. Then that's what you do. And all is well. Because all is well. That's what this moment is offering to us. And all that it's asking of us is our loving awareness. One last look at our octopus. Smile at it. It's smiling at you somewhere in there. And that's where we're leaving it today, my sweet friend. Thank you so much for visiting me and joining me in my house. It's an honor and a privilege to host you. Until we meet again, I'm sending you all the love I've got. Always more, never less. Because you are so very worthy of it.